Hi everybody, if you'll look right there at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that Crayfish is out. I'm going to try to get close without spooking him. I just threw some shrimp pellets in the tank. This is my 125 gallon native tank. And I was hoping I could draw this guy out. I threw the shrimp pellets in there just to make sure there was enough food on the bottom for him to find. The way these shiners feed, they just go nuts when any kind of flake food or anything like that goes in there. And it seldom makes it to the bottom, and I just want to make sure this crayfish is getting well fed. It's actually really interesting looking now that I'm looking at it out under the light. It really looks like its color's changing, and it's getting an oranger color or more brownish red color. So I don't know if that has to do with its slough cycle or its diet. It could be preparing to slough. Like all crustaceans, as it grows, it will actually slough its exoskeleton and it'll become a soft shell for several days, and it'll eventually harden up, and when its new shell hardens, it's considerably larger. The first time I saw it happen, I was shocked at how, it doubled in size almost. I could not believe when it came out of a shell, it just sort of expanded as it hardened. And 2 days later, I had a brand new crayfish that was almost twice the size of the one that I'd started with, just because it had sloughed its shell. So it should be interesting to see if that's what's going on with this one. I don't know why it's getting such an odd color like that all of a sudden. I did see the other one out, the one that's still over in my actual crayfish tank. And that one's got a lot of purple in it. It's the one that has one claw, and it hasn't sloughed. And I'm assuming that's how it will replace its claw that's missing. It's got a little stumpy sort of claw there, but I know it'll grow back. That's not an issue. I'm just not sure how it grows back. Presumably, it will grow back when it sloughs and a new soft shell claw will be there and it will develop. Now, if it comes back full size, or if it comes back, and grows a little bigger with each slough, I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But it will be interesting once I get him over into this tank and make this his new permanent home. So this is the first time I've really seen this one out and about. I've seen him a couple times, but that's about it. I haven't actually seen it walking around or doing anything. That's been a little disappointing, actually, because crayfish are a lot of fun. They're really active animals. They come out all the time. They forage around. They dig. They burrow. They're like little construction workers. I really like watching them. And I have not seen much of this one since I put him in here. Presumably it's just such a large tank, and there's so much space for him to hide. There's no need for him really to come out and about. I'm used to looking at him in a little 10-gallon tank. There's not a lot of place to hide. So I'm going to go ahead and call that good, because he's making his way back in there into the rocks. And yes, they will eat plants, and they also dig, so they will dig plants up as well as eat them. So that's another reason I wanted to make sure I was getting a good amount of food down on the bottom. He'll hunt and he'll eat the plants if he starts getting hungry. So he's probably eyeing that shiner up right now. Alright everybody, there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. This is my native tank, as I said. You don't want to miss anything I got coming up on it. We still got a long way to go with this tank, but it is starting to come in quite nicely. I'm really happy with this tank so far. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you real soon in the next one.